Good morning. Today we are out, well, we're back at the Indian Staircase Cloudsplitter Trail at Red River Gorge. Today I'm trying something a little bit new, lightening my load a bit. You can tell probably that I don't have the same backpack that I normally do. I'm only going to be shooting with a single prime lens, specifically a 50mm. One of the pieces of advice you hear a lot is that you don't need a lot of kit, or even particularly the best kit, to take good photos. And they're right. So you see a lot of videos where these, wonderful photographers go to these beautiful locations and they've got like a beginner's DSLR. I can't exactly afford to buy a beginner DSLR again, and my kit is currently being borrowed by someone else, so I don't have access to it. So instead, I'm going to use my camera with the cheap and wonderful lens that is the Canon Nifty 50. So this is a 50mm 1.8. When I bought it, it was about 130 bucks, obviously without tax and shipping and all that. So it's not a very expensive lens. Instead of a great location, I'm going back to a place where I really didn't find any photos. And I'm not using a wide angle or a telephoto, which means I'm at a bit of a disadvantage when it comes to landscape photography. Let's see how this goes. Perhaps I should also mention that the plan is also to not use a tripod, even though this camera is currently on one. Mainly because, extra challenge. I'm on top of the staircase now. So, positives and negatives. On the positive side, since I don't have my camera in my bag, I've been shooting more than I would normally because, it's a hassle. You got to take the bag off, open it up, put the lens on the camera, It's a whole mess. Nobody really needs that. Unless it's a really good looking shot, right? So because I've been just using a neck strap, my camera's been accessible, so I've been shooting a lot more. Not saying that I'm getting anything necessarily great. If I did get anything, I'll probably put it in here. Okay, so, well, I got the other half of the hike. Yeah, hopefully we see more stuff. I've noticed that when I'm shooting with the 50, I tend to kind of look closer and shoot closer in, obviously not the big vista because I don't have a wide angle, right? And the wide angle makes me want to get everything in, find a scene that has a lot of stuff in it. Or, when I've got the telephoto on, I want to, pick out something that's far away or, tiny details, that sort of thing. And the nice thing about the 50 being a standard focal length is that it doesn't really prioritize either of those. And so while I guess in some respects you could say that some of the photos I've taken thus far are not necessarily landscape photos, more, nature, outdoor, kind of, to use a more general label. I don't know, it's interesting how my photography changes based on what lens I'm using. I think I'm going to break my tripod rule for this. I am literally this close from the top of Cloudsplitter, but unfortunately, the rope has coiled up at the top. And, well, let's just say I don't have a sufficient climbing prowess to get up there, especially in these boots. So, looks like we're not going to be taking any photos from up there. Well, if there are any images I haven't shown you already, I'll just leave them after this, before the outro. So, alright, well, with that, I'll see you.